Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is once again Monday, and that of course means hello Dave and another news update. So, this week, what happened? Well, I got some boxes in the mail, rather exciting boxes, and in the boxes were these two things, so we can get them. Touch controllers for my headset, my Oculus Rift. Now, when I bought my Rifts, it was right after launch, meaning that these touch controllers were not actually finished yet. They were not ready to be shipped out to customers. They were not in a finished consumer version. So that's why they were not included when I bought my headset. Instead, I got the Xbox One controller for it. So, of course, I had to order these afterwards, which I did. So I have these now, and because the reason why I got these was because there's a lot of new games coming out that that requires these kind of touch controllers. And in some of the games that I've been missing some VR stuff, as I talked about last week on the channel. So and as many of the new games coming out requires these controllers, I figured I'd better get them so we can get some of that content, and the games look very good. Definitely planning to play some, I'll have a look at the Star Trek Bridge Crew, which I enjoyed quite a lot, and I'm also going to look into Lone Echo. Haven't played the game yet, haven't even started it, because I want to record it and put it up as a kind of Let's Play series where we go through it, because it seems to be a story-driven game as far as I know. Which I think would work very well for a Let's Play series. Now, I'm not really sure if the game is going to be best as a standing or seated experience, but that's something I'll have to try, and I know some people in Discord who has the game already and play it, so I'll ask them if they would recommend me do it as a standing or seated experience. But if we're going to do it as a standard, I'll have to move the green screen up a little bit, because it actually ends like 2 meters up. So if I stand up, there's gonna be some issues at the top where the green screen doesn't cover, so I have to move that a little bit. But luckily there's enough material that I can do that without too many issues. Oh, we have one more thing now that we're talking about touch controllers. Now, when I got my headset, the Rift, that's actually the only box that, as far as I can remember, that I've saved for a product. Normally, I mean, some people know you save every single box for every product you buy in case you need to store it again later. But I'm like, okay, if I need to move this or need to store it, I'll figure something out at that point, because otherwise I'll just have a whole room full of boxes with all the stuff that I bought. So I normally don't really save up boxes, but for the headset I did, and I did that because it was such an amazing unboxing experience. And it was the same thing with these guys. When you just, from the moment you open it, you just really get a feeling that they put a lot of attention to detail and a lot of care into the packaging of these things. And that's one of those things that sometimes you think like, oh, maybe I should have become an unboxing channel instead. But, well, clearly I didn't do any unboxing videos on them because, well, I don't think unboxing videos would do very well. But if you really want to see the boxes, let me know. I still have them lying around. But that was a very nice experience to try and get these. And again, I've been playing around with them, and I mean, it took some time to set up because the space that I have is kind of on the small side, is a little limited. But I have to make do with what I had. I bought some mounts for it so I could put the sensors up on the walls to give me some good coverage. And I think I finally got a setup that works. My first setup, I have two sensors. Whoops! I have two sensors here behind the screens, set up fairly high up, like 2 meters up, pointing downwards. And then I have a sensor up here. Okay, so I wanted to do a quick video so you actually could see it, but my phone is dead again, so I have to get that repaired. But it took some time, like aligning the sensors. Luckily, they have a fairly wide field of view, so that was very helpful. But the first way I set it up, I had some problems when I put the sensors in certain locations. I couldn't see it properly, and I would lose traction of the sensor on the controllers. So that was a little fiddly, especially in a compact room like this to set up. But I think I got it to work. I think I got some good coverage on most angles, so it should be working now. And well, gonna be exciting to get into some more VR games again. But that's enough about VR and not about Oculus and touch controllers. Let's move on. Let's talk about Elite. when this video goes live, the open beta should be closed. So, or at least very close to, because they're gonna close on Monday, which is the day this video goes live. And that seems to be fitting within the time frame that Frontier set when they launched the closed beta, because then they had a community goal that was set to end on the 3rd, which was yesterday on Sunday. Or, well, for me it's today, but for you it will be yesterday. Where the community goal ended, and of course the day after they end the actual beta test. So this seems like so far the beta has progressed as Frontier has expected, which tells me that they're probably pretty happy with the state that the 2.4 patch is in currently. So we can probably expect to see the 2.4 patch being launched on the live server maybe this week, maybe next week, but I would be surprised if we have to wait longer than next week. And again, they're probably going to do it. I think they normally do it on Tuesdays, Thursdays, something like that. I can't remember which day they do it on. But again, I'm expecting it to come either this week or next week. And I haven't seen any official announcement regarding an actual time for the launch of the 2.4 update, but that's pretty normal when it comes to Frontier, that they don't really tell anything. Sometimes they will just give people a 2 hours warning saying, oh, we're going to close the servers in 2 hours, so to get your ship safe and out of harm's way, because we're going to close it all down. I don't think it's because they don't know it yet before that hand, but I think it's just they don't want to announce a date and then have to postpone it because something unforeseen came up. But anyway, so that patch is probably right around the corner. And it's going to be exciting to see what all the Thargoid thing that's been left out of the patch, because there's a lot of stuff in the patch that they haven't included in the beta. Of course, because they didn't want to spoil it before it actually went live. So that's going to be very, very exciting to see what that's all about, and especially with that new damage type that was leaked from one of the hull platings, where there was a new damage type shown in the beta. I'm not sure that was supposed to be there. But it seems to be like the new damage type that has most likely something to do with Thargoids. But that's something that I'm not gonna go into too much speculations about it, because it's just gonna be another speculation video like with the Type 10. So we have to wait and see, just especially because the patch is so close now. We'll just have to wait to see what happens once it all goes live, and yeah, that's. I guess that's about it for Elite, and I'll try to keep you guys updated, and when the patch actually go live, I'll most likely do a live stream if it fits within my time schedule. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I take it as it comes. But anyway, I think we're gonna leave it here for today. So again, thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in space.